of doing, like, powerlifting and stuff.
For it, but he was really powerful. And because of that, nearly everybody in the whole village tried to keep their distance from him. And so he always felt alone.
You're talking about yourself, aren't you?
Then why did you...
Because I'm going to be greater than any of them. Me, Naruto, the next Hokage, a ninja legend. Then everyone will have to stop disrespecting me and look up to me. Believe it!
There is a hero, right before our eyes. The tale of Naruto Uzumaki.
The man you are.
What is up, YouTube gang? This definitely isn't like the 4th time I've tried to make a YouTube video in a week. Yeah, I tend to just record the intros like this and then get to the gym, and then all of a sudden, like, I just don't record because my tripod broke. So yeah, so yesterday was the first day of program with my coach. Yes, I don't know if I've actually put this in my last video, but now I have a coach. He's pretty fucking cool. On top of that, gonna progressively try and get better equipment for powerlifting because I need to be as best I can. Competition is 16th of August. 16th of August, motherfuckers, is around the corner. It will come sooner than later. And yeah, I'm pumped for it. Obviously, second day of the program, first block, blah blah blah. Very start, still very early days. So it's more so just trying to, you know, do the weight, try and rough out the RP. Obviously, it's set RP what he wants me to do, but if it's a case, it's just a shit day or like volume wise, because I realize I just can't volume for some reason. Like, it's fucking hard for me. So yeah, we're just gonna have to get used to it and grow through it and progress. The overall idea is I do this competition, then I'm technically able to do things like you know, national meets and all that malarkey, right? Because that's eventually, I want to get to fucking IPF, Sheffield, like, that's where I want to be. So, in order for me to get there, I need to train every day. Well, not every day, but whenever I do train, it needs to be very intentful and very honest and open. I can't just be like, yeah, that felt easy, and then lie about it, because I won't get anywhere. So I need to be open, honest, communicate with my coach. He knows what's up. Pretty sure he's like 3 times world champion something, powerlifting obviously. So yeah, I just need to lock in really and just do what needs to be done. All right, let's get some Pete talk in here, bro. Oh, speaking of it, oh my god. Why didn't the human race put me on Naruto sooner, bro? Ooh, just popped off my ears. Naruto! Naruto! Oh my, where do I even begin? Peak, so peak. Of my 19 years of existence, never have I sat behind a screen and gone, every single part of the show. Oh my, right, I'm on like, for those of you who even watched it, I'm on the 3rd exam. 3rd Junin exam. Junin exam. I'm on the 3rd one. And bro, first of all, let's go back to the 2nd one, alright? Rock Lee. Oh my god. Oh my god. The potential is unreal. You tell me Rock Lee couldn't be the best character in the entire show. You know what, matter of fact, with his taijutsu, you tell me he couldn't be like up there. Up there, bro. He don't need no ninjutsu. He don't need, what's the other one? Ninjutsu. Taijutsu. Anyway, he don't need none of that, bro. He don't even need an inch, a millimeter. Oh my god, he's peak. brother really sat there against Gaara. Against Gaara, bro. Him with a... After that, like, he's not really in the show. Crash out. Anyway, third exam. We just had Naruto versus Neji. Oh my god! Naruto versus Neji. Naruto again proving why he's the greatest of all time. Back to back LeBron James style, bro. When we need him most, he's there. When he needs to be there, he's there. That's Naruto, bro.
After all that, he shouldn't be able to move, let alone stand up.
Lee. Oh, Lee. What have I done? Look at you. Not even conscious, and still determined to show the world what you can do.
He's out cold. Nothing keeping him up but sheer willpower.
This might be a very hot take, but when you look at like current season 3 Sasuke, because he went off training with Kakashi, and then it was a scene where like Gaara was there as well, so I don't know what happened. We don't know yet. But bro, you're telling me? Nah, I don't know. There's just so much like back and forth plot twists. Not plot twists, but like, I feel like a lot of plot armor, which is kind of the case, especially for Naruto anyway, since like he's gonna be the Hokage and all that stuff. Pretend like I don't know that. Anyway, yeah, no, like I feel like there's a lot of plot around everything. Plot. Great thing about Naruto is there's just so much plot everywhere. Like there's side character plot, there's main, it just goes on and on and on. And meeting the characters, which I've seen like through TikTok and stuff. So when I meet them, when I'm actually watching the anime, it's so cool. Like when Jiraiya comes in, oh man, I was like, yo, it's fucking Jiraiya, bro. Like that was so cool.
What do you do when there are 2 GOATs? History says you crown the guy with 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs, and an undefeated record on the biggest stage. Michael Jordan, the standard. So the decision should be obvious, right? Except it's not, because history has never seen a career like the one LeBron James is having.
Trust. It's a powerful word. We all crave it. We're conditioned to rely on it. But in reality, it's a chain. Imagine standing alone in the dead of night, with shadows creeping all around. Who's really there with you? Most people will fall away when you need them the most, like leaves in the wind. So instead of extending your hand, clasp it into a fist. Because trust, when misplaced...
What a session. What an absolute session. Dialed in the whole time. Locked in. Did the weights. Absolutely spectacular. Anyway. Naruto talk. So, Rock Lee. I think that, probably speaking for a lot of people, you know, for me, Rock Lee, when I see him, well, obviously when he was fighting and shit, you know, and he was like doing the whole like, you know, I never give up and all this malarkey, right? I feel like, bro, the amount of times I teared up watching Rock Lee, and he weren't even in the show like all that much. But every time I see him and the music plays, bro, and he's doing the whole like, no, my dream, and like all this shit, bro, it hits so hard. Like it hits so hard, like a flipping truck, man. And I think just his mentality of like only knowing taijutsu and basically being like the odd one out, and just being like, no matter what, like he's always trying to see above everything, and no matter what, he's always trying to, you know, see past what's in front of him and know that as long as he works hard that he'll get past there. And no matter what, like every moment he has of like some sort of negativity coming towards him, like if he's losing in a battle or something, or it looks like that way, like he just never knows when to give up. And Mike Guy says that, and I think that just having that mindset of just never knowing when to give up is just so powerful, especially in today's age where there's so many, you know, like me doing this right now, I could receive loads and loads of like hate and people trying to discourage me and all this shit. But no matter what, like, it'll just go in one ear out the other, and I'll be so zoned in, and no matter what, like, nothing matters other than this right now. And I've never been so serious about trying to do this as well. So I think for me, like, when I sit there and watch Naruto, it's not just watching Naruto, it's watching these characters grow and face adversity. And it's always like a reminder in the back of my head, like, when I'm there, last few reps, I'm thinking, you know, like, fucking, you know, I'm just thinking, I'm listening to the audio, and I'm thinking, you know, Rock Lee, bro, like, you just don't know when to give up. And I need to, like, never know when to give up in order to fucking progress and be the best. So generally, like, if you're sat there and there's something that you think, like, man, like, I want to do this, just fucking go head first and just don't give up, and never know when to give up either. Don't listen to people. Obviously take advice of people who are above you, and, you know, people who know what they're doing, but don't take advice off someone who's sat there doing nothing. Never listen to someone else who's sat there, and you're like maybe a couple of weeks to a month in, or like a few months in of like this new program for like strength training and powerlifting. Don't listen to the friends who sit there, go gym like once or twice a week and go, nah man, that ain't good, like you're doing, like, no, like, don't listen to people. Only listen to those who genuinely will give you good advice, and you know those people, and go to those people who will give you genuine good advice. Don't sit around and hang around with people who just, like, you know, don't hang around with a group of people who don't do anything with themselves, and don't, you know what I mean, like, it's such a waste of time. And I feel like I haven't said this or spoke about this for so long because I myself, like, I try and only surround myself with people who are like-minded and want to be somewhere, you know, whether it's not, even if it's not the gym. I've got plenty of friends who want to try and progress into business and to do this and to do that, and, you know, they take hate their way, but that's only coming off people who are just too intimidated by the idea themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things in this world that you can achieve, and you just need to fucking put yourself out there and try and do it. Otherwise you're going to be sat here in 20-30 years thinking, man, like, there really wasn't, like, you're going to be sat in 30 years thinking, man, like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it wasn't all that scary. Like, you could have gone and done it. And if you go and do it now, in 10-15 years, you're going to sit back and go, holy shit, like, that was such a pivotal moment in my life where, you know, I did that, and look at where I am now. So no matter what, always think, like, you know, what can you do better, and where do you want to strive to in life, and what do you need, you know, what do you want? And just, even if I sit here now and I say, I want to be competing in Sheffield, I want to be competing amongst the strongest and the greatest powerlifters of the entire fucking planet. Like, even though powerlifting is a niche sport, there's millions and millions of people. I don't know if there's millions, but there's so many people who are out there, and they could be so much stronger than me, and I don't know yet. So you never know, I might come to compete and I get absolutely my ass fucking ripped in half by some guy who doesn't even post about it, some guy who's just doing it. You know what I mean? And it comes back to that Rock Lee mindset of, you know, Rock Lee is one in a million of people who he can't have, or he doesn't have all these other, like, special abilities that all these other characters do. And all he basically has is his fucking hands, bro. But, like, as long as I go into each thing thinking everyone around me is competition, and I need to be better than everyone who I surround myself with, and as long as I'm in that moment and I'm in that situation, as long as I'm in that space where I'm surrounded by people who are like-minded, people who are going after these goals, obviously if they're trying to be strong powerlifting, that's fucking great, because I can put myself against them. I have one of my friends, Madge, he's a powerlifter like me, and we're going to compete in the same competition. He's just a little bit heavier. Like, I compete against him on a good level where I'm not trying to fucking be a twat about it. Like, I use him as motivation whenever I need to, or I use some of my other friends as motivation whenever I need to. I think, you know, like, the amount of times I've been under a squat thinking, like, I'm saving my whole friends right now. Like, I'm saving the whole world right now if I get this one rep. Like, you gotta put yourself in these mental spaces, otherwise you won't get anywhere no matter what you do. It's so pivotal that you are locked in mentally. And even I have these days, sometimes I turn to the gym and I'm like, pfft, but I still get it done. And, like, the difference when you intently attack a fucking workout rather than just going through the motions of, okay, I gotta do 12 reps. Like, when you think, fuck, these 12 reps, I'm gonna eat them for lunch. Like, when you put yourself in this mindset, and you grow, and you put yourself and your body into different positions, situations where, you know, it's uncomfortable. Like, you'll only grow when you're in a situation where you are uncomfortable, mentally and physically. Being uncomfortable mentally, the growth you get from that is next level. So if you take anything from this video, even if you're still watching, just think like, you know, like, where are you right now? And list at least like three things, something materialistic, somewhere mentally, and something, you know, status wise, where you want to be in the next couple years, and what you can do to get these things. Like, if you want a new car, how much money can you afford to save each month? If you want to be in a new position, a mental status, you know, what challenges can you put yourself? What have you been putting off mentally? Like schoolwork, you know, work, you know, volunteering for stuff. Like, I'm volunteering for the Welsh Champs. I've never done that before, and I am anxious about it, but I know when I'm there and I'm when I'm in the scenario of everyone there is really strong and that'll be my future, it motivates me. So just put yourself out there to be uncomfortable, to want to chase something materialistic, to show, you know, if you are a materialistic person, you know, show off, not really show off, but it visually shows like, oh, I've got a new car because I've been working hard and I went and bought the new car. You know what I mean? That's not really what I'm trying to go for, but most of you will probably understand where I'm trying to get at. So, you know, you just gotta lock in, man. And for me, I gotta lock in. I got like a couple months before my comp. It isn't the end of the world if I don't do good. It's more so my first comp. I just need to get out of the way. I'm not saying that because I'm nervous for it. I am obviously nervous, and I will be on the day. But like, I need to be dialed in, bro, because I haven't even competed first time ever, and I'm out here thinking like I want to be the best in the world because I've done it for so long, which I know, like, fuck, man, I want this. Okay, rant over. If you like the video, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Hopefully, you know, leave a comment saying, you know, like, what do you want to see more of? Like, obviously, I'm going to try and be doing YouTube properly. I've said that a million times, I know. But I just need to dial in, and this will be, like, foundation of me dialing in. So I just got to stay by it, man. So, yeah. Peace out, my lovers. No, that's gay. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. Hopefully you liked the video. Subscribe. And always, see you next time.